The Institute for Priestly Formation, located in Omaha, Nebraska, in partnership with Spirit Catholic Radio, is pleased to present the Lenten Reflection Series, The Journey to Jerusalem. Join Father Mark Toups as he helps us walk with Jesus on his journey to Jerusalem.
Saturday of the first week of Lent.
My friends, welcome back to the Journey to Jerusalem. And in this first week of Lent, we've talked a lot about love. And what is love? Love is not a feeling. Love is not an emotion. Love is not passion, at least as the world would define it. But be not mistaken, Jesus is a man in love and a man for love. To truly understand Jesus and to understand this journey to Jerusalem, we have to understand what love is. Now, in proclaiming that God is love, in his first encyclical Deus Caritas Est, Pope Benedict XVI writes the following: God's love is fundamental for our lives, and it raises an important question about who God is and who we are. In considering this, we immediately find ourselves hampered by a problem of language. Today, the term love has become one of the most frequently used and misused of words, a word to which we attach quite different meanings. End quote. The Holy Father is inviting us to understand that love is a word that we use far too often, and far too often in quote-unquote the wrong way. As we return to the encyclical, we read the following words about God's love. The Holy Father writes, "We have come to believe in God's love." Being Christian isn't about our choice for Jesus, it's about God's choice for us. Instead, being Christian is a response to an encounter, to an event, to a person, to an encounter with Jesus. Love is based on an encounter. Jesus is love. Jesus is in love. Jesus' love with the Father is so complete that when he receives the invitation to restore the world through his journey to Jerusalem, he is determined to do so. Thus in Luke 9:53, Jesus knows that his destination of his journey was Jerusalem. Furthermore, Jesus knows that the destination in Jerusalem is the cross. And knowing all this, Jesus is still determined because Jesus is love. He has encountered the love of the Father, and his entire life is about doing everything because of that encounter. Likewise, you and I are invited to encounter Jesus if we're going to fall in love. For the Holy Father says, being Christian is not the result of an ethical choice or a lofty idea, but the encounter with an event, a person, end quote. As we wrap up this first week of Lent, I would encourage you to give yourself to the journey. Give yourself to Jesus. Encounter him. I'm not quite sure how you're doing in your prayer time, but I would encourage you to persevere in praying with the daily scripture meditations. It's there that you're going to find Jesus, and it's there that you're going to find the encounter. Whether you have found time to pray or whether your prayer has been easy or hard, remember that Jesus is the one who is pursuing you. Jesus is the one who's taken the initiative in your life. Jesus is the one that wants to encounter you and wants you to encounter him. So once again today, I would encourage you to pray with Matthew 16:13-20. Be in the scripture passage, be in the scene, and it's there that Jesus looks at you and asks you, "Who do you say that I am?" What's your response? Who is Jesus to you? And as you pray with the scripture, pray the following prayer with me. Jesus, I ask for the grace to fall in love. I desire to fall in love so completely that you would decide everything in my life. God bless you.
To listen to today's reflection again, or to order a copy of the Journey to Jerusalem booklet with the daily readings, the website is www.priestlyformation.org. Join Father Mark Toups during this Lenten season as he helps us walk with Jesus on his journey to Jerusalem.